This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, just about. This is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the Intraday webinar for the morning of Friday, the 11th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, okay, we've been seeing some more upside today. I wrote a post yesterday and I was talking about basically either we turn here or we break up. We haven't quite reached the obvious resistance, but it may do. And it may be that we're looking at the start of a breakup here, but we're not quite there yet. 60-minute sell signal didn't make target on ES, but it did make the possible near miss target on NQ. Looking at RTY, RTY. This is a potential level bottom here, and it's trying to break up. I've got more to say about this on the daily chart, but it could be that this bullish setup here is starting to break up, and this is going to feed into a more general breakup. YM went up and retested the high yesterday. This has actually improved the double top on Dow, which I was saying wasn't the best quality yesterday, but obviously it doesn't mean it needs to stop here. Looking at DAX and the STX. Potential level bottom breaking up, I mentioned that yesterday, and ESTX, potential level bottom breaking up, I mentioned that yesterday. So we will see how it goes. All right, looking at the bigger picture charts. Looking at, hang on. Still got the sell signals, of course, and the reality is actually if we reach the level I was talking about yesterday, we're likely to break through that before we would see the sell signals fail, but it would make it a lot more likely that the sell signals would fail. We've got pretty close to a test of the wedge resistance here. Another 10 handles would probably get us through it, so we'll see. I was reckoning that we had another 30 handles to go yesterday, and obviously quite a lot of those we've done today. So I'm watching this level here, get through that, and I think I'll be starting to lean towards a breakup, although it's still possible we could see a retracement in October. NDX rather, not close to the resistance. We will see where SPX would be the one that would reach that first. Dow, well, actually, I hadn't drawn in the resistance trend line here. It's starting to look relevant, so I'll just pull that up slightly. But again, we would reach the SPX one first. We had a 15-minute sell signal here. It hasn't failed quite yet, but it's pretty close to failing. We shall see. Do we have a decent double top here? Yes, but the quality of the one on SPX is deteriorating. NDX one's still okay. All right, let's have a look at, hang on, sorry, I hadn't pulled up the charts for this already. Let's have a look at the IWM charts. IWM, we have nice looking 5-minute divergence there. Nothing on the 15-minute, but here, this is the flag I've been watching on IWM, and I wasn't concerned yesterday because we weren't close to the resistance. But look at the way it's come up here. It's hit the resistance, it's pulled back slightly, and now it's breaking up. This may well be a bull flag breaking up. And again, this is a mark in favor of the bulls here. This is looking very concerning in a way that it wasn't at all yesterday morning. If this breaks up and if this is a bull flag, then it's got a target at 224.17. We will see. On the hourly chart, no divergence really, but obviously if we reach 224.17, there is an obvious target to go afterwards at 227.85. Looking at well, we've already covered DAX really. Looking at Nikkei, no current divergence here, getting pretty close to a retest of the prior high. If we see a full breakup on indices here, then I'd be looking for a retest at 42.4. We would see how that went. All right, let's have a look at DX. DX, 60-minute sell signal is fixed, hasn't really done anything so far. Metals have been going up, which I was suspecting they might do, and US dollar is just consolidating at the moment. We've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed on ZB, and we've got a nice looking little potential level bottom here. Quite a lot of negative divergence on the TNX chart, which I'm just going to have a quick look at here. Where are we looking? Where are we on the 60-minute chart? We had some nice looking negative divergence here, and we still do. RSI 14 sell signal fixed, RSI 5 sell signal fixed, and has pretty much made target. Wondering about a rally here. We will see. CL. CL 60-minute buy signal fixed, made target. Tiny bit of negative divergence maybe here if we retest this, but I am wondering about a retest this high. If we see that, we can see some daily negative divergence, I think. Let me just check that. So let's have a look at WTech. Yeah, we could on the RSI 5. So I am wondering about a retest of that level. On NG, trickling lower, seen a bit of a rally. We were overdue a rally. I think on the bigger picture, we may well be heading down towards triangle support in about the 2.1 area and continuing to form the triangle. I'm hoping to get a post out today about just an update on that, but really, we're still in that triangle setup that I was looking at. We got a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing on GC, and we're breaking up over declining resistance. This may well be a bull flag setting up a retest of the all-time high. SI broke down for a double top. At the moment, that's rejecting. We had didn't have a buy signal here, but and we no longer have a weak 60-minute sell signal brewing, but I'm wondering about a possible rejection back up to the highs. HG, this looks an awful lot like a bull flag wedge forming, and if so, that has underthrown slightly at the low and is breaking up. That target would be a retest of the high here up in about the 4.79 area. Okay, not a lot to say on the currencies directly here, but obviously we've got considerably more downside potentially coming on the on Euro and USD CAD. Obviously, we've got this very large double bottom that's broken up and hasn't made target yet. Although we've had one failed 60-minute sell signal and another one has now fixed. So we will see how that goes. Looking at KC, KC broke down from this double top. It could be rejecting, but this looks kind of like a bear flag at the moment, so I'm not assuming that. I am wondering if we might see an IHS form and break up from here, and that would have a target almost up at a retest of this high here at 275. On SB, still looks like a bull flag forming. CC made the double bottom target and has kept running. So possible little divergence coming here soon, but I'm wondering about a retest of this high here in the 80, 87, 80 area. Looking at ZB, ZW is finding its feet. It's a bit more upside here. How are we looking on the bearish setups on corn and soy? Bearish setup is still intact on corn. I've been watching to see whether it would break over the right shoulder high, and it hasn't. So we've still got an open target down here in the 408 area. It still might make that target. On soy, haven't quite made it to the double top target yet, but at the moment, nothing compelling saying that we won't. A 60-minute sell signal has fixed and has mostly made target while it's still been going sideways. CT, wondering about this flag I drew in. If we see a break over 74, that would set up a retest of this high here, just over 74.5. On lumber, still probably rejecting back up into this high. Live cattle, it's a sideways to up consolidation at the moment. It's got a 60-minute sell signal fix, has delivered nothing so far. And lean hogs, possible double top here, but not a great deal saying it's going to break down. The sell signal has already reached the possible near miss target. Okay, just to recap, we are getting pretty close to the resistance I was looking at on the charts yesterday, and if we get past it, I think the odds of getting a retracement here are going to be dropping a lot. This double top is already deteriorating quality, so if we're going to turn around, it really needs to be in the next few handles. We will see. I'm thinking we probably won't see a decision today, and I'm wondering, I mean, if we see a nice set, if we don't go too much higher into the close today, and if Israel attacks Iran in its retaliation over the weekend, we might see something happen on Monday. We will see to the downside. But at the moment, this is in question, and the action today so far is bullish. So we shall see. All right, everyone, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.